The following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-minute warning.
Welcome to a brand new episode of 5-Minute Warning. Of course, it's your man, Ruben, in the house on the intranet or internet or just the net or whatever you want to call it. We're here back for another Sunday of conversation and things that a lot of people don't care about. But, of course, always ride with me is my cousin AG.
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
Oh, man, you know, fat and black, baby. Fat and black. That's all we do. I'm good. I'm good at it, too. So, how's it been, man? You've been AOL for a little bit, bro. Everything good? Parts
Well,
unknown?
AOL has been AOL for a while, AWLOL for a while. That is true. But no, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good,
Now,
good.
the question is, how are you, sir?
Oh, man, I'm excellent.
Okay.
As best I can be, you know. You know, one little piggy went to the market, ran away. So we got 9 left.
But at least that didn't turn into the green of gang.
I mean, that one did. That was one of those Smurfs from back in the day when they were Ganaps, and they had to kill that motherfucker. So we had to get rid of Ganap because that won't work.
No, it was not.
So
It was not.
but
So
nah,
I
man.
will say, just again, I advise you the next time you smell dead flesh, sir, go to the doctor.
I mean, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I smell dead people. It happens.
Okay.
Not all the time.
When you
but,
told me
you know.
that, I was like, what?
I mean, you know, it's one thing because when you smell dead flesh, usually it's somebody else's. It's never usually yours.
Sir,
So
I have to push back on that a little bit. It is true what you just said, but you were the only one in the house, sir.
I mean, look, I'm not saying there's a dead body in the house. All I'm just saying was I just didn't think about it. So
Well, I'll tell you what. All jokes aside, I am glad that you're okay and on the mend.
yeah, I'm convalescing, you know, at the folks. So
I hear you. Yes,
mean,
I
that's
have
why
to
we
your
got.
house tomorrow and water plants.
That's right. That's why we got a blurry background because nobody needs to see where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
Are you in your old bedroom?
I mean, yeah.
Nice. They kept it. Man, it's a shrine.
Nah, it's not. Well, for somebody, you know.
But I
I
gotta
mean,
tell you, man, it's like when you told us that you had a garden,
yeah, I didn't say it was big.
you exaggerated, sir.
I did not.
You did.
I did
I've
not.
been watering your plants for a week now. Actually, I
I
got to
mean,
go
it's-
there tomorrow and get it.
It's tiny. It's a tiny garden.
You didn't say that. You said you had a garden.
It is a garden. I mean, look, man.
you better fess up, bro. You better fess up because
No.
I got back to your backyard and I'm expecting, like, you know, and I saw it and I was like, this cannot. I looked around for about 2 minutes. I was like, this cannot be it, bro.
No. So here's the thing. I talked about on the show how I was doing bucket garden because what I didn't want to do is spend a whole bunch of money in like the big stuff, and then I don't have a green thumb and I can't grow a lick. So I decided to go with the plastic bucket. I made sure it was good for it and everything. Yeah, man, I did everything I'm supposed to do. You know, so yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
I
they're doing
never.
quite well.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff growing now. I mean, hopefully cucumbers will come in soon. You know, I got some carrots in there, and I got potatoes. Potato was growing when I left, So
It's all that in there?
yeah,
In that one thing?
cabbage. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, man. It's good. It's enough space for everybody.
Well, man, I got a mustard seed of faith for you, sir.
I mean, I mean, we see what I can grow and see what I can't. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure you can grow, sir. A lot of it has nothing to do with you. A lot of it is something God put in place to start with. So you should be okay.
Well, some of it, I think I'm kind of late on a couple things. So we're like I said, we're
You
kind of
late in the
just
season?
yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
plus the heat had helped a lot.
Well, actually, it's been raining here a lot. So I skipped a cycle because it rained so much. So
Oh, okay.
you're doing okay. Ain't nothing brown. You good.
Well, that's good. I know the cucumbers plants were growing and the potato plant was growing pretty loud before I left. So my
Okay.
hope is that it'll continue to grow loud when I get back. Hopefully it'll be soon. Cross some fingers.
Take your time, sir. House ain't going nowhere.
Ah man, it's not about that. It's not about that at all. I take my time, but it's not about that.
Okay.
About I'm kind of trapped.
How can you feel trapped around loved ones, sir?
Sometimes
I know
get to
your
walk.
mom's got to be happy to see you.
Sometimes I get to walk out and look at the sun, make sure they still dance out there.
That sounds so
You know.
pitiful.
Nah, it's all good. No, but I haven't really been anywhere. I mean, the biggest thing is because I got the wound vac in. I mean, that's just like
does that take the fluid away from the wound still?
yeah, it's getting all the bad stuff out. It's healing it. It's doing pretty well.
Okay.
I mean, but like taking that around is like taking around oxygen. I ain't trying to do that.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I mean, can you just at least go out to the backyard and just,
Well, I
get
go
some
out. I
sun?
go out there for about 10, 15 minutes a day. Get some
Okay.
vitamin D.
Okay.
Once again, make sure that they still dance outside.
Well, sir, I will commend you on your spirit. I noticed that last time I saw you. It's like you're taking this quite well. A lot of people, man, phew, they would not be taking it as well.
I mean, look, man. So I've always been a positive guy because being negative is such a waste of time. Because I've been that too, and it could have been way worse. It could have been 3 piggies instead of 1. It could have been a whole damn foot.
Yeah,
being,
I
being
thought about that.
diabetic and all. So it's like, hey man, you cut off one little toe, I can still do stuff. That's right, Moco Cowboy. I ain't never negative, baby.
That's hilarious.
I ain't been negative since 1992.
But I can almost taste the sarcasm in that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
But
man.
nah, man. In my older age, like the negativity stuff is just a waste of my time. Because I can sit here and dwell on the fact that, oh my God, I don't have a little toe anymore. Now for my big toe, I might feel a little differently, but it's my little toe. And I mean, look, don't get it twisted. I love my little toe, but that thing has caused me more pain than love. So like, it did its job every time I hit the corner of the house, hit the corner of a room. Every time somebody accidentally stepped on that little nerve. Every time that you put your sock on and it decides not to go in because it wants to be a penis. Like, we had a little mental barrier for it. It wasn't that long though, so it's all good.
Was it like on the Cosby Show when they had the burial for the goldfish? Did you have that in your mind?
Nah, I didn't think about that episode, but it would have been something like that. I mean, cause look, man, there are parts of our body that are there for reasons, and then there are parts of our bodies that are there for jokes. Like, for instance, little toe, man. How does that help me in daily life? It does keep a little bit of my balance, but not enough. Your appendix. What does it do other than when it bursts, it causes you great pain? You got to go to the hospital.
I'm not really sure.
Exactly. It don't do shit. So, like, you know, like, like wisdom teeth, man. Same shit. Like, they there to help you, but then it's like, hey, man, I'm out this bitch.
So, Mo,
And I'm letting you
What's going
know.
on?
we're
I'm
talking about
letting
the lack of importance that little toes have.
I mean, all I'm saying is there are parts of our bodies that really have some importance, but when it's all said and done, if you don't got them joints, you can live without. And I'll just name a couple things, such as the little toe. Such as, hey, Moby, what does your appendix do? Exactly not a damn thing. But when that shit bursts, you got to go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? And then wisdom teeth, they cool to chew with, but then when they ready to be out, they cause you great pain.
Actually, I never got to chew with mine. They were just going to jack my mom's $2,000 investment up, so they had to go. They had to go right away.
See, once again, man, I still got mine. They don't do nothing. They just sit back there and be like the two dudes on the Muppet Show in the balcony, man.
Hey, those
that's
guys
pretty
were
stupid over
useful,
there.
bro. Those guys had some zingers, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it does absolutely nothing. Tonsils. What do tonsils do for you?
I thought they were filters.
They're
No,
supposed
that
to
little,
be. No, they're
that little,
filters.
that little thingy thing in the back of your throat.
They're
That's a
filters
filter.
until they become infected. Then
Exactly.
But people live without them. I'm just saying,
they
man.
don't, man.
You
I'm
can
just-
live without a lot of things. It don't mean they don't serve a purpose.
Yeah, but I name a couple things that don't serve purposes. And it's just like,
I mean, technically, you can live without a kidney. I mean,
Well-
but you need at least one of them motherfuckers to work. But you
True
got
that.
two of them.
true that.
Yeah.
But I think that's a different animal than what we were talking about. But yeah, all I'm saying is, hey, when the deed had to get done and it got done, I wasn't sad about it. I wasn't like crying about it. It's done. Let's move on. I'm walking around like nothing ever happened really, except I got this big wound back on. I mean, doing little exercises. Got my people got me doing exercises to maintain the strength of my legs because I literally walk. I used to walk at least a minimum of 3,000 steps a day. Now I'm down to about 1,000. So I can't get out here and run because this wound vac's a problem. But yeah, I'm good, man. I'm healing back. I'll be back in the game before you know it. Luckily I'm just not. I'm not Hopalong Cassidy, so I'm cool with that. But with that being said, how you been, Moby?
I can't complain. I got, 10
Two
toes.
turntables in the microphone. I mean,
I got 10 toes, man. So apparently,
You
I'm
know
doing
what?
all
Here we go.
that's fun.
I mean, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I got them for now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess 10 toes makes you better than me, right? That's what we know.
No, but you out here acting like the toes don't fucking matter. Like, just
I didn't say it did
you
matter.
downplaying the toe like that. That pinky toe was good for you, bro.
I mean, until it wasn't.
What's your pinky toe ever do to you?
Caused me great pain. Hit it on the wall. I mean, I went over
understand
this
if you're
already.
talking about your big toe, because like I hit my big toe up against shit all the time.
My
my
big toe
pinky
never
toe-
hits
My
against nothing.
pinky toe be out the way, bro.
Nah, man, that dude looked like it's going. You want to go to, Busch Gardens, man. That joint want to go to Burger King. I mean, go to King's Dominion, man, all the time. It's like, dude, you gotta come with the crew, man. Fuck y'all. It's like, nah, bro, you gotta stay with the crew. You don't got choices.
Well, your toes
So-
are set up different, man. And so
It's okay. I mean, we mourn the loss of the toe, and now we have moved on.
By the way, the goldfish was Monty, so I think your big toe should be Monty.
Definitely not.
Come on, man. Rudy was sad, man.
Look,
She
bro,
was
I
talking
don't-
about the goldfish.
What I
Monty,
don't name is appendages.
Well,
Dope.
hey man, like I watched that shit on, I think it's on Prime. I can't remember it is, but Kamala, he does We Need to Talk About Cosby. I can never look at Bill Cosby the same now, man. Like the Cosby Show, everything about Bill Cosby's life, man. I can never look at it the same now,
Why
man.
would he say?
It's a documentary. It's like a 4-part documentary,
Okay.
like from the beginning.
Yeah, because he crazy.
No, it ain't even about crazy. Like, yo, Bill Cosby did so many amazing things, and then there's so much problematic shit that like you know how we talked about R. Kelly, Ruben,
Yeah,
like he
yeah,
was just flaunting that shit in front of us.
yeah,
Bill Cosby was kind of doing the same thing.
yeah.
How so?
All the Spanish fly jokes, like he just there's a Larry King interview where he actually described the amount of dosage required to.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I'm
I've
just
heard
like, yo, this mother, it just glossed
Hey, man.
by us, and then they were just like, and then they were like, yo, and Bill Cosby, what type of doctor was he on the Cosby Show?
I don't know what his
Pediatrics,
doctor
right?
was. He was a gynecologist,
He was
which is now creepy.
OBGYN. Bro,
Yeah.
it's like so many.
Now that I say it, it's so creepy. I'm like, bro, for
Yeah.
real?
Nah, man. But you know what you can't watch anymore for real? The Brown Hornet.
I love the Brown Hornet. Why can't we watch the Brown Hornet?
Everything's in it.
I didn't
Is
say
it?
I didn't say you couldn't watch any of the stuff. I just
I'm
said
just
I can
saying.
never look at it the same now.
Yeah. He's got a lot of innuendos in the Brown Hornet.
I never, man.
I
Maybe
know,
I was
right?
just too young. Maybe I was just too young.
I mean, we wrong, and I'm gonna tell you why we wrong. Because R. Kelly got the playbook from him.
So how does that make us wrong?
Because everybody's like, well, R. Kelly been telling us straight to our face that he likes little girls, and we just been ignoring it, whatever,
Well-
whatever. Because whenever whenever it comes up, he comes out with a new song, and then everybody's banging that new song, and then when he gets older and you get the video, oh man, he peed on a girl, blah blah blah. Step in the name of love.
I feel like you're
Step in the
doing an
name of
apples to
love.
oranges comparison, and here's the thing, like the R. Kelly allegations and stuff, we were privy to. The Cosby shit, a lot of his allegations was before the social media world, before like news was really investigating every celebrity's lives intensely.
Yeah.
So we just didn't hear about it. Like
Well-
the first time I ever heard anybody say anything negative about Cosby was Hannibal Buress' stand-up, because I'm a huge Hannibal Buress fan. He was like, Cosby rapes people, and I was like, I was laughing to the jokes, and then somebody was like, nah, Google that shit, and I was like, holy shit.
I vaguely remember that. Didn't he get in trouble for that?
I
Yeah,
mean,
he went to jail for it.
who went to jail
I'm
for it?
talking about the comedian. Did he get in trouble for saying that?
No, he got backlash for it, but that was like the first. That's when all the investigation about
Yep.
Cosby stuff got hot and heavy. He was just
Right.
the first person to like really
Talk about it.
throw it out there, and he would. And honestly, part of me is like, could this whole Cosby thing have happened because Hannibal Buress tried to talk to Cosby, and Cosby was like, "Who the fuck are you?" And Buress was like, "Oh, that's what we doing now, homie. All right."
I mean, yo, man.
Never
No,
know who
no,
you're dealing with. That's what I
But
guess
that's what I'm saying.
saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like, nobody. I don't know why it happened. Like, could it just be Hannibal Buress just heard things in the circle? And he was really offended, and he was like, "Hey, I don't think this is right." Or could this have just been some chance encounter in which Cosby was an asshole to the wrong person, and Hannibal Buress was like,
It was like that, motherfucker. I got you. I got
I
you.
mean, so look, man, if you're out here doing dirt, man, just be nice to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. You just never know.
You know, being kind has a lot of rewards.
I mean, yeah, man.
Oh man,
That's just like
So,
Al
I'm
Capone, man.
I'm just wondering, like, if Hannibal Buress never makes that joke public, do we really?
I think
dive-
somebody would have eventually.
eventually, but how many
Yeah.
more years? Because he had been.
Probably
been-
a lot.
I mean, like, damn, man.
In the Jello.
Hey man, I mean, how many times has a drug trafficker been put in jail because of a speeding ticket? Just saying.
Hey man, all I'm
Small
saying
stuff,
is, all I'm saying is, I mean, Nino Brown used to give away turkeys at Thanksgiving, man, and gifts at Christmas to the hood, and it took him forever to get caught.
No. It took him forever to get arrested. You
True, very
ain't
true.
getting caught when you out here doing it in the open. Like he was out here doing it. There was nothing to catch.
Yeah. Cash Money, man. Was it Cash Money Brothers or something? CMB.
Yep.
I mean,
Am I
hey,
my
man.
brother's keeper?
Yeah, we give food to the poor. Don't forget to buy that crack rock next week. What's up?
Man,
I mean,
we all we got. We all we got.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but if you watch Brown Hornet, man, all the innuendos are so sad in there. It's just bad.
Love
Not
the
so
Brown
much in
Hornet.
not so much in Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, but in the Brown Hornet, man, it's just like, bro, come on.
I'm gonna disagree, man. There's a lot of innuendo in the Cosby Show, man. They pointed it out. They was like, "Yo, man, remember the barbecue sauce he always made?" And
Yeah, but that was the way they did it. It was like for his, like his wife, and then
No, I'm talking
all the
about
married.
Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids cartoon.
because we made he made a joke in one of the shows. He was like, "You ever notice that when people have my barbecue sauce, they get all lovey dovey?" And it was going. I was just like, "Come on, man!" Like,
I don't know.
now, Grant. Now, here's the thing.
Okay.
I watched it in that documentary, and I thought, yeah, but that's just kind of that's like an old man thing, braggadocious about his barbecue. Like every grill master feels that way.
Or is it?
Exactly. That's the thing. It's like your views are already shifted because of all the other shit you know now. So now if you just go back and study it, you can find innuendo with everything.
Yeah.
Even if it's not intended to be there. Even if it had nothing to do with anything, you can find it.
I'm gonna give Bill a pass on that one.
You the only one, bro.
First of all, I am not giving Cosby a pass on shit. I can admit that this might have not been the case. He might not have meant anything by that, but I ain't giving him a pass.
No. I'm just talking about that one episode. That one part in that one episode.
Was it just one episode?
I'm just saying,
it might not have been, but I'm just saying that particular one, I don't know about that one. But maybe I'm blinded because it's one of my favorite episodes. Who knows?
Look, man, all the stuff when it comes to Cosby is really just us being blind because he was America's dad, man.
I mean, but even before that, he laid groundwork as a black man. I don't know if anybody ever did. When he
did so much shit. Like I Spy actually has more monumental impact because did you know there weren't black stuntmen before then?
I did not know.
Yes,
so they had to get one for that.
Bill Cosby said they used to have white people painted black to do stunt stuff, and Bill Cosby was like, "Nah, y'all gonna have to find a black stunt double for me."
He's like, "No, this ain't Dolomite, motherfucker."
The black guy that played his stunt double in like movies and stuff, like most of his career, was literally the first black stuntman to ever have a network contract to be a stuntman. So literally he revolutionized. He started minorities in being the stunt people community, and in the whole, it all starts with Bill Cosby.
So many things start with him. That's why I was always. It's so hard for me, man, because it's like this dude did so much good, but I always tell you, man, if you are as good as you are bad, then you just don't count. I'm just like, you just don't count, man. I mean, even though he did all these things and he got a lot of black people off in a lot of big ways. Some ways we know, some ways we don't.
I knew you were gonna say it, Ruben. I was just like, let him finish his point, man.
What did he say?
You said he got a lot of black people off, and
I should have paused there, shouldn't I? Oh, that's so bad. Actually, I shouldn't say that. That's not true because he didn't get no black people off, but he certainly got a lot of women unknowingly off. That's true. But anyway, he did a lot of good things.
Some of them were black, so a lot of them were black too.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying he did a lot of things that were good, but the carnage that he caused by doing what he did, I'm like, bro. And then his wife, I'm like, For real? But again, I mean, he did what he did. He made choices, so I'm not gonna feel bad. It's sad. That's all.
So Moco Cowboy asked if Bill Cosby was a writer on the show, or were there writers in on it? I would
Okay.
say I don't think he was a
I think he was a
full-fledged writer of the show. However, I do know that they did have the ability to ad lib.
Yeah, I was about to say, not only that,
Something,
like
yeah.
he was a overseer of writers. So they wrote the show, but like as far as like certain lines and how things were delivered, like he was the overseer of all that.
That's just like the Nickelodeon stuff, man. I mean, those kids ain't write none, but they said what was said, and some of that stuff was nasty for
They
kids that
they
age.
said there were at every Cosby shoot there was like 10 to 15 women like models that would be lined up in two of the rows in the studio audience, and they would go have private lunches with Cosby. And like people knew about it. And then like they asked a couple of dudes on the set because like he would have all these actresses that came and did like one show. They were on for one show. They asked like some of the guys, like the son-in-laws and stuff. They're like, yeah, so did you have your own dressing room? And they was like, nah, we shared a dressing room. But all these female actresses that came to just do one show would get their own room. And that's like, bro, the documentary was just like, oh, this shit is all bad. This shit is all bad.
When you're the HNIC, you get what you want.
And he really was a showrunner. I mean, they
absolutely
had a
was the
showrunner,
HNIC.
but,
I mean, it's
know.
called the Bill Cosby Show or the Cosby Show.
But that don't mean he had everybody that's got their own show don't have that kind of juice. That guy had a lot of juice, man.
Yeah,
Really
but he
did.
had the juice.
I mean, but when you put it in perspective, man, he saved the network.
He did.
The Cosby Show saved the entire fucking
NBC,
network.
yeah.
Because before that Thursday that the Cosby Show came on, no one watched NBC for anything. Not at that point.
That was the real one of the real first like nighttime sitcoms, like during the week. I mean, you could say the Jeffersons and Good Times and stuff like that, but like that was on CBS, and I mean, they were exactly up to date.
It's not about being up to date. It's just all those other black shows.
They also had white people though.
It wasn't even just about that. All those other black shows painted black people in almost the same exact light.
Yeah.
The Cosby Show.
You coming up?
Yeah, the Cosby Show. The being black was what we saw, but if you really look about the dynamics of the show, it was very similar to like how white people were just portrayed all the time. Like it was only a black show to us.
Yeah.
So white families, it was just, oh, that's a family show.
That's normal.
I don't know about that.
No. That was how they pitched it.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't. I mean, to a family,
Here's the thing. Literally, one of the producers was like, "Yo, like on the third episode, he was like, Cosby was like smoking a cigar, and they were going over the scene with the kids, and he's like, Cosby looked at me, and he was like, wouldn't you want to be a part of this family? And he was like, the white guy was just like, and like right then, my head just like almost exploded. He was like, yo, you just painted this perfect family picture that all people want to be a part of, not just black people, but white people. Like, so white people would see themselves like, this is how I would like my family to be. Now, they did lean in on the black stuff, but by then, white people were already here. They didn't even know they were getting a dose of blackage. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
they didn't even know they were getting the black. They thought they were just getting the family.
Because I mean, literally, there was a lot of similarities to the Family Ties TV show. The only difference was that, the location and the color of the skin. Really, I mean, because and the kids were older.
So like I said, I get what you're saying. White people were probably abundantly clear that was a whole bunch of black on the screen. But what I'm saying is, like, they didn't refer to the Cosby Show themselves as a black show. Correct. It was the Cosby Show.
Hmm.
Okay, I see
We
that.
as the black community was like, no, them black people up there. Like we watching the black people.
Well,
I hear what
yeah,
you're saying. I still feel like there's a part of it that, per family to a family, if I'm white, I'm not used to that presentation. And it's just like every show up until that point, or most shows up until that point that were black dominated, it was always black people that were broke or black people that had just come in and brand new money for whatever reason.
So they still were broke. They just weren't.
Right.
They were mentally broke.
Right. So the Cosby Show was the complete opposite, where their parents, the kids' grandparents, came from middle class, and Heathcliff and Claire leveled up.
I about to say there was nobody in that show portrayed as quote unquote getting it out the mud. Like
No.
everybody in that show had lineage.
Right. Every black person that was in their family, that was on their show or in their orbit, was always educated, always high level, or at least mid level, and just certain things were presented in a certain way.
Hell, the people that seemed the poorest and the brokers was when the white people came in. Like
Exactly. And that's what I
like
mean. I
when
don't.
you see Adam Sandler, you just like, hey, that's like the broke white kid up the street that just slid in.
So
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. What you're saying is true also, but what I'm saying, like grassroots, a lot of white folks weren't used to seeing black people that way.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely. What I'm saying is the thing that made the Cosby Show have such impact towards, like, for the network and everything was, yes, there were a lot of people who was white people who were watching the show and was like, they had never seen black people portrayed like this. But I'd say probably by end of first season, second season, a lot of those same people still didn't even think about this is black family. At that point in time, it had just become its own separate entity. Cosby Show. It's a family show. Like
Yeah.
we as a family watch this family show.
Mhm.
Now, granted, in our communities, we were still like, nah, these some black people, and this is what we aspire to be. It'd be awesome if we could be an affluent family like this.
Well, yeah, and I mean, it
My
was
only negative and caveat was like they could have at least given Theo like one hood friend. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
mean, they
Cockroach won't
kinda
good enough,
had
bro.
hood friends.
I mean, I guess,
Cockroach, man.
I guess.
And you
First,
remember when, like, Cousin Pam, I'll never forget this
Okay,
one. Alan
okay,
Payne,
you're right.
and I'll never forget this. This is hilarious, and I understand it in the moment as a socioeconomic thing, because when Cousin Pam came to live with them, Cliff was like, "Hey, you can invite your friends over. You ain't got to just like deal with us. If you have friends, bring them over. You part of this family now." So that's what she did. So Alan Payne and the small girl that was in Lean on Me came in the house, and
Yeah,
there's like,
later on they
"Y'all
did
got
do
cranberry juice?" And I was like, "Yeah, cranberry juice is really expensive." I went in the refrigerator and saw some, and I was like, "Yes, I am here at a certain level where somebody would ask me that, like, Dad, y'all got so and so and so," and I was like, "Okay." That was a really important moment because they did have hood friends in there. Cockroach was, I don't know about his
he
parents.
wasn't.
I
He
don't know where
wasn't
he was.
Yeah, I'm
hood.
about to
Nah,
say
he wasn't
Cockroach,
hood.
they just gave him like a hood nickname.
No, but
Yeah.
he wasn't Theo though.
He wasn't. That's true.
Because his other friend, I forgot what his other friend's name was. They weren't, I mean, they knew each other and they was tight. And it wasn't necessarily one of those things where my parents are rich and yours not. However, there was a difference.
Well, and I think a lot of that was, we got to see how one of the I think the important things about the Cosby Show is how the kids were parented, because like, Theo understood, especially at he's the oldest. He understood that, hey, we got more money than most people. Why can't I do this? But you really didn't see that until what's her name? Tempest Blesso's character started growing up. And because Rudy, she was just a little cute kid. And then Denise was literally like, I mean, she wasn't the middle kid, but she acted like the middle kid. but she won't. Theo is the middle kid, but Theo, I thought that was kind of weird because they almost switched spaces on them because Denise was very defiant and had her own mind and realized that her parents had a lot of money, but they were just like, well, you need to go work for it. We earn this. You ain't do that. And she was probably more at the beginning. She was more what's that term? I mean, she was like, well, my parents have money. I can do what I want. But but you notice they kind of had to ground her real quick, and they did. But then when Tempest Bledsoe's character started getting older, that joint went to like 1,000. It's like, hey, why can't I get this? Why can't I get that? And
I
you
mean, yeah,
forget
but
some of that.
that's because Tempest Bledsoe was like doing shit like going to Baltimore.
Yeah,
They have
I mean,
big fun.
exactly,
They have
right?
big fun.
Big fun, baby.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? So and another part, what I thought was cool, at the beginning, because Rudy had her friends. She had the one. She had the black boy down the street who
Bud.
wouldn't
Bud.
shut up, huh?
Bud.
Bud. You
Yeah.
remember Bud? He went on to do
Is that his name?
Show with the Twins. I forgot the name of the show. But yeah,
then-
because his name. What was his name? Oh,
I don't remember what his name.
I'm
Kenny.
talking about Kenny.
name was
Yeah,
Kenny.
Kenny. Yeah, Kenny wouldn't shut up. Kenny kept talking and talking and talking. But then every once in a while, you see the white kid. You see the fat white kid up in
Oh,
there.
he was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh man, that kid stole every scene he was in. Because he'd just be like,
Well, because
Well,
he
his
was the only
facial
white
expression.
person in the scene. It was easy. He was gonna get the attention no matter what.
Yeah, they weren't
But-
too many. There was a lot of black and brown. There was a whole lot of white folks in there.
yeah. But having that was very interesting. And I mean, I just think that in some of the things that they did, I would say it was. I think, like for instance, every year when they did the grandparents thing, the grandparents anniversary, one year they sing, one year they acted like that shit don't happen. Like at least I've never seen that in my family where that stuff happened. But that was interesting where they would do some different things like that. Almost like a special episode, and they would come down and for their gifts, instead of getting them some, the kids would sing to them, or the family would sing to them, which was once again kind of interesting. But it showed kind of more how powerful the family is together and stuff like that. So the
I
show
thought the whole
itself,
point of that was just to do idealistic shit to make you feel like I wish my family did that.
well, I think what it did, I think that's part of it, but it was really a lot of trying to show, hey man, like we talk about it, generations, because that's 3 generations right there. At least one episode every season had 3 generations in it: grandparents, the parents, and the kids. And then when Sandra, who that whole thing is weird, they never really talk too much about that.
So you
When
mean
she had her kid,
how Sandra just appeared? Like we didn't even know Sandra existed.
she was somebody's half daughter. They never really went into that. I think they did, but it was just like,
Was it?
Nah, that was just their kid, bro.
well,
No,
she
I
wanted.
thought Sandra was like
I
that
thought
was the
Sandra.
first child.
I thought she was one of their kids, not the other.
Hey man, I can't.
But I
can
don't
we,
even
can we
know.
just say black people, black shows will erase a character or magically make one appear like no other?
Because the problem is she looked nothing like neither one of them, and that's why I was just like, oh man, it was, maybe.
But I mean,
maybe-
nor did Denise. You had 2 darker skinned black people have something like Denise, bruh. What are you talking about?
I mean, hey,
Sandra
man,
was Sandra was the next level light bright, but still Denise wasn't. dark.
G, it's a different world.
You know what? Get off this show.
Then where you-
Get off this show. That was good. That was good.
Jesus. I mean, but yeah. So, I mean, to
Yeah,
me,
like between Uncle Phil getting a new wife mid season,
uh,
or Family Matters just having a kid just straight up disappear with no answer.
I'm gonna just say she ran away and did porn. That's
Like
Jesus.
because she actually
we,
did. I mean, that's what she did after the Family Matters
I
thing.
mean, damn, they never even tried to explain it. They were just like, that bitch didn't exist. Don't worry about it.
Well, I will say that white folks do it too because on the first episode of Happy Days, Richie's older brother went upstairs and never came down.
Oh
So,
shit, you right.
the white folks are savage too.
He said, I'm living here forever.
Yeah, he just got back home from school. He went upstairs, took some. I think he might have took something to eat. He never came back. So
He's like,
just
I ain't
saying,
dealing
white
with y'all
folks are savage
fools.
too, bro.
So, with all that being said, let's talk about the topic of the day, which it wasn't Bill Cosby, but that's a good entertainment. But as you said, Bill Cosby was a doctor. I thought it was kind of weird that he had a doctor's office in his house and he's an OBGYN. But hey, we're not going to get into that part.
Kind of weird, isn't it?
I mean,
That happens too often in New York City for that to be weird, bro. That's not fair. Come on, man. Y'all got to do better than that.
Bruh.
Once again, like I said,
A
it's
male
easy-
OBGYN
it's
in a
easy to
house?
paint. It's easy to paint it when you got
I
all these
hear what
extra.
you're saying, but you got to work harder than that, man. Come on now. That's lazy.
Hey, man, if it's right in front of me, man, that's not working hard. Just taking it what it is.
No, it happens way too often. No.
I mean, we've seen, let's be real, man. Of all the Cosby episodes, the man went to a hospital like 5 times.
I don't know about that.
No, but here's the
He
thing.
did a lot of your dad's at the hospital right now having a baby.
Here's the thing,
did a lot of
AJ,
that.
the reason that is so telling is because what is Bill Cosby really accused of doing? He's accused of drugging women who, he had access to. Well, what better way to have access on your show than to be an OBGYN? Who are all of your patients? Who are all of your patients?
The only way you can drug these women is if they're ready to have a baby.
No, but AJ, I'm not talking about like in real. I'm not talking about for show purposes. I'm talking
you're
about
talking about like in
for
real
him-
life.
for him to have access to like
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah,
extra
absolutely.
characters
Well,
were
hold on.
always women.
Absolutely.
Hold on, AG.
Absolutely.
Hold on, AG.
What?
You just don't go to an OBGYN because you're pregnant. There are other reasons why you go to an
No,
OBGYN.
I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that's the only opportunity to drug them.
At his house, yeah. When
He's not
they do
gonna
that
drug
home
them.
visit.
He's got somebody coming behind, another patient coming behind this woman. You can't
Maybe
just
he quick
drug
with
women
it.
like that. I mean,
Maybe
you
he
might be
quick
able to get away with it if it's your last patient. I'm just saying.
I mean,
Or if you're privy to make your own schedule, since it is at
You
your
know
own
what?
fucking house.
I can't with y'all. I'm not even gonna try. I cannot with y'all today.
I mean, you out here trying to save something that can't be saved, bro.
I was just talking about for show purposes, though. Like it gave him perfect access to always have female actresses
Absolutely.
coming on the set because who are all his patients going to be? You ain't gonna have no dudes rolling up.
No. I mean, in his patients, most of the time were.
And did you
really
ever
nice
see
looking.
his wife's clients?
Huh?
His wife's clients? Did
No,
you
all
ever?
of her stuff always happened at the office, never at home. But the office was downtown, man. She was a partner downtown.
Man, you know how much trust you gotta have, bro.
So she's the only lawyer ever who didn't bring any shit home. She
did bring some stuff home, but she never brought anybody else home. She
Which
always
is
brought work.
odd because usually partners have dinners like that a lot. They do.
I mean,
If
just
you're a
because he
partner
got
in a law firm and your law firm or clients have never seen your house, or they've never gone out with you and your spouse or something, which never happened as far as I can remember, that's a little odd.
I mean,
Most high level people have to be very social, whether they're social or not.
and all the kids are at school during the day.
Y'all are killing me, man. We are talking about real life, not Heathcliff Huxtable. Come on, man.
Who names their kid Heathcliff?
Uppity black people. Come on, man.
I mean,
Yeah, we did establish that already, though. But they, that name was pretty fitting for the character. That name was pretty fitting for the character.
Heathcliff is a cat, bro. Like,
You know what? Heathcliff is not a cat. Heathcliff was a person before it was a cat. So stop.
I mean, I'm just saying.
You are.
You're right. Uppity black people.
Or either that or it was a family name. Sometimes there's people have odd names and turns out family name. So
I mean, they probably came from the same family lineage of the dude who said octagon. So I'm just saying,
you didn't have to, but okay.
but it was funny.
Okay.
You
Sure.
laughed at it. So, with that being said, Cliff was a doctor on the show, and apparently, and this is a interesting question. Why is it that men don't like doctors or hospitals? Is there something like? Is there? Because I mean, I can see there was a point in time where I ain't going to no doctor, I ain't going to hospital unless I absolutely positively have to. Like, I feel like I'm about to die. Especially growing up, it was just one of those things. But I don't know if I want to say all men, but I know black men aren't big on going to the doctor or to the hospital. Is it? And I've been thinking about this. For me, it ended like in 2021. That my whole fear like ended then. Because I don't believe I never really believed in going to hospitals unless like if I can't do something, it's time for me to go. And that's what happened. I couldn't do nothing, so it was time for me to go. So but growing up, I could honestly say I probably went a solid 10 years without going to a family physician. But that's not uncommon, especially in the black male community. So, either one of y'all can take it. Like, is that something that we're taught, or is it a fear thing, or what exactly is it that really prevents black males from going to the doctor, even just for a checkup, especially when you're younger?
I thought it was really ironic. Great question, by the way. As Lauren and I were talking about it, and she asked me, said, "What are you guys talking about?" And I said, "Well, what you said, which is, do men have a problem going to the doctor?" I'm paraphrasing. And we came to the realization that number one, as far as black men, I'll answer that first so I don't forget my thought. Black people in general have a problem going to doctors because of the legacy of racism that's involved in medical care. The same reason why black people can't swim for real. It's not that we can't swim. It's the fact that we weren't allowed to go to the beaches that weren't nuclear waste dumps. There's a reason for things like that. So that's number one, especially for black women. They don't treat us the same way. They treat animals better than they treat us, especially like back in the day when our parents were, of age and all those things and going backwards. So that's that part. And I believe that's brings us to this day and age where you still have that legacy of poor treatment. I still don't think necessarily that black people get the same treatment with the same policy that or the same problems that white people get. I still believe that there's still, a lot of white doctors out there that just don't understand that we're human bodies too. So other than that, I don't think it's a man thing sometimes. I understand it's a popular thing for women to say. I understand it's a popular thing for men to say about men. But in my own personal experience, I think it's a people thing because some people go to the doctor all the time. The irony in the question for me, and I want to say this before I forget this thought too, was from y'all too, because you guys stay on top of your health more than anybody that I know. Now, I know there's a particular disease involved, but you stay on top of your stuff. My dad, Lauren's dad, they go all the time. Now, I go when there's something not right. I know my body well enough to go, hey, this is, whew, or is that different? No, it's not different. Okay, watch it, see what's up. So, and Lauren's the same way. If she wasn't a cancer patient, she wouldn't go to the doctor as often as she has to. So that's the thing for me. It's just like, I'm not really sure if it's a male thing as much as it is a people thing, as much as it is a black person thing. And finding people that look like you that can give you the care that you need, which is rare because usually, in my experience, all the doctors I ever had were white. So, and fortunately, I was fortunate enough to have good ones that didn't care. They just gave me the care I needed. Everything was cool. So, I'm just not really sure if that's something women like to say and men like to echo, or if it's actually true. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I do know the emotional part of it is there are in my Aunt Azella, she was in serious denial. I think she could still been living for another 10 years if she wasn't in denial about the pancreatic cancer she had. She used it because I remember it's just like we all saw it. And I never knew this was a symptom of cancer until like lately. But I heard that that's one of the symptoms of cancer, uncontrolled weight loss that you're not doing yourself. You're just losing weight for no reason. You go to McDonald's every day and you're still losing 5, 10 pounds a week. So it's just like I thought back to that experience, like that's what was going on with her. That's because we were like, hey, you look really good. And she was at least pretending to feel well as far as what she showed us. But by the time it got bad enough for her to not feel well, I remember passing them going home. They were going out. She was going to the hospital. She never came back home. And it's like when my mom's relayed to me, we saw the x-rays and half of her core was cancer ridden.
Mm.
But sometimes, I'm saying all this to say, sometimes people don't go to the doctor even when they know something is not right. Because if you go to the doctor and they say whatever is your worst fear, it makes it real. When you can deal with the pain and no one is saying this is what you have and this is really bad, it's not real. That's the emotional part. So, like I said, when you go to the doctor and you're having issues, whatever it is, fill in the blank. You go to the doctor when you have that fear in your mind, it's hard. So if you don't go, it's like, if I don't go, I know it's bad, but I'm dealing with the pain. It'll be okay because I know if he says it, it makes it real. I feel like that's a big component, the emotional part of it, why people don't go. Because my blood pressure, the first exam I ever had, like physical I ever had, you got to get the finger, check your prostate. You know what I'm saying? It's even when I was young, but it's just like you still got it. That's part of it. And I remember not being able to sleep. And I got to the doctor's office. They took my blood pressure, and I was supposed to be dead. And I was like, you know what? We're going to take your blood pressure after we're done to make sure you're okay, because these numbers are crazy. So they went through it, everything, and everyone said, well, here we go. This is what's going to happen. You're going to feel like you got to pee, all the things. He did his thing. So you're all good. It's small enough. It's smooth enough. All things are great. And after that, I calmed down. And so they took my blood pressure again and said, oh yeah, you're good. You're good. You don't have high blood pressure. You're good. And I believe that that's a part of the reason why people don't go. The emotional part has to be considered. So that's my opinion on all of that. But great question, by the way.
Okay. Moby.
Yeah, just kind of piggybacking on what AG said. It is a lot of the racial components for Black people, and yeah, that emotional component is, and I'll say this because it's probably not popular, but a popular opinion. But I mean, as a guy, I feel this way, and I feel it all the time. I think we're a results based community as far as like guys. Generally, we dictate decisions based on results, and as men, being sick is not an excuse for not getting shit done. So a lot of times, like as a guy, it's like I ain't got time to deal with that. I got all this other stuff that even if I go to the hospital or the doctor and they tell me all these other things are wrong, nobody's going to tell me that these other things don't have to still get done. So I don't have time. The lifestyle changes and the emotional components of diagnosis for men are often often greater, like a harder thing to deal with than the actual ailment. Like the first thing people say when you go to the doctor or something, the doctor always says, "Oh man, take it easy. You're doing too much." Well, it's like, Doc, I would love to not do more, but shit ain't gonna pay for itself. Like nobody's gonna, So as a guy, I think there's a different expectation of what your health actually means. Now, granted, I do 100% know the what women and what other people will say is like, hey, well, you can't do anything if you're not alive. Very true. Very good point. However, you knowing that I'm sick isn't going to stop your expectation of the shit still getting done. And I'm not saying that women don't feel that way. I'm saying that from my experience, men do not get the same level of empathy when it comes to health being in the way of them doing stuff as women do. That's just my personal opinion, but I mean, I'm sure there's some woman that will hear this and be like, "What are you talking about?" But as a guy, I'm telling you, like, I have witnessed it. When a woman doesn't feel good, we can't wait to tell her to get off her feet, sit down, take it easy. I don't see people doing that when Uncle So and So said he had a headache, or what I'm saying. Like, no, it just didn't happen. At least not in the circles I rolled in. So, is that a little bit of social programming? Absolutely. I know I'm like that. I'm absolutely like that. No matter how bad I feel, like, I got to be really, really feeling bad to shut the shit down, because I'm just like, man, shit still has to get done.
Gotcha. Couple things. First, Kibiako said, started going to the doc when I first got health insurance, and read that was included. Your boy don't like to waste money. I hear you there. And Brent was like, if I had gone earlier, I still have my leg minus a few toes. Ooh. So yeah, like honestly, I think I agree with both of you, especially on the aspect of the emotions being part of it. Because the last thing you want to hear is good at doctor to say something's wrong with you. That's just what it is. Because I know when I got diagnosed type 2, I did what I did. And then literally, I went to a doctor like 3 years later. And then I didn't go to a doctor until like 2017 when my knee decided it wanted to swell up and stuff. And then I didn't really have choices. I went to the emergency room. So like, then I've been in the hospital twice since. But I mean, I get checkups, regular checkups now and all that. And yeah, like at first I was really like, I don't really need to go to the hospital, because usually if I ever get sick, it cleared up in a day or two. At least with me. Maybe not, whatever. But that's just the way I handled it. Now, I mean, now that I'm older and knowing that I got going on what I got going on, like, I go to the doctor, all right. Like, it's not even a thing to me anymore. Just because, you get to a point where, at least for me, I can only speak for me, I got to a point where the emotional part just is what it was, and yeah, that's it. Just because there's nothing you can emotionally, there's nothing you can do except deal with it and keep it pushing, and that's just me, So like having COVID, not gonna lie, the first day that I was in the hospital with COVID, my thing was, am I ever leaving? And mentally was like, you getting up out of this bitch. Like, one way or another, we leaving this motherfucker. Hopefully on our 2 feet. And we did, and that's what it was. And it's just like, I don't know. But I could say there was a slight fear back when I was younger. You know, it's just like when I got my prostate checked, man, that won't cool. That shit ain't never cool. But you gotta get it done. You know, it's one of those things you gotta get it done, man. Um,
I
you
gotta
know,
say, man, I don't have that fear of getting my prostate checked.
it's not really a fear. It's more or less like, especially, it's really like, I guess for me, it was like, so what's gonna happen? Oh, somebody's sticking a finger up your ass. What? Like, what's going on? Like, and once it happened, I mean, it happened. It was quick, but still, you know, it's just like I'm pretty sure it was
I
just
mean,
as
did you want it
uncomfortable
to
for the
be
doctor.
longer?
No,
You know what?
exactly,
You know what? Stop it. That was
exactly
good.
right. But at least I could tell the doctor was just as uncomfortable as me. So I was like, all right, well, you
I
know,
mean, I guess I'm just kind of desensitized to that because I'm just like, I mean, probably because of my recent all the experiences I've had. I mean, like a doc sticking a finger in my ass is like the least invasive thing that's happened to me in 2025. Like it
I
just.
mean, yeah, that's a little different, you know. Once you
There
go
is
through, but
context there, y'all. There is context.
yeah, but like, I mean, for me, you know, for the most part, yeah, you get checked out, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, we gotta get your prostate checked today. What do you mean you gotta get it checked today? Yeah, I gotta stick my finger, you know, make sure you good at it. You what? Like it wasn't. It was one of those things where I wasn't expecting this to happen. So like he kind of sprung it on me. He's like, "Well, we can do this another time," and I was like, "So I gotta think of, man, let's get it done. Like whatever." At that point in time, it's like, "What we doing?" So yeah, but then again, once you get a colonoscopy, I mean, they put you to sleep and they stick more things and figures up in your ass, and so it's like, at least I'm not awake for it. Like,
Absolutely.
so
That
that's kind
cannot
of,
be. Yeah.
yeah. So you know, at the very least, man, like mentally, it's whatever. Like, but yeah, man. I mean, just the doctor thing. I can say for me, back in the day, it was more or less like I ain't never sick, so I don't need to go. But now I go and I champion my wins. Like I get a lot of wins, man, and I get some losses. But you know, when my A1C is 5.6 and I'm considered diabetic, I'm just like, you know, I was happy as shit. That was like the greatest. That was like the great. That made my day. Nothing else can mess my day up after that. You know. But now I'm gonna go back and it'll be like 5.9. I'm like, oh man, I lost that point 3. But you know, whatever. It's that's the way I just look at doctors now, man. Because I know I'm not gonna go in expecting something positive every time. But if I get one positive thing when I go to the doctor, you know, I hold on to that. And I'm just like, yes, you know, the rest of my legs coming off, but my blood pressure's great. Like, whatever. But, you know, I can tell, like, back in the day, because I can't remember a time where, other than when I was a kid, you know, we went and got, mom took us to the doctor all the time when I was a kid, you know, and you just get a little tetanus shot and they put a little smiley face on your arm and they give you a lollipop so you'll shut up and like, whatever.
So you'll
You know?
shut up? Like what? What do you mean? So you'll shut up?
A lollipop will do wonders, sir.
I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
man.
figure out, like, what do you mean shut up? Like, why were you making a fuss?
Because like I didn't like needles as a kid. So like when they give you tetanus shots, when they give you shots in your arm, you know, I'm a dumbass kid. I look at the shot, well, you know, give me a lollipop, I shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Like,
you mean I could have got a lollipop if I'd have just faked it?
Yes.
yes.
Everyone doesn't have water in their veins, sir.
Bro.
Everyone doesn't not react to the whole world burning down.
Bro.
You get emotional.
All
man.
you gotta do is look like you about to cry. You get a lollipop, bro. And that's, hey man, some of that stuff didn't hurt. Don't mean I ain't fake it.
But I mean, the dumbest place I've ever received a lollipop from a medical standpoint is a dentist office. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
I used to get toothbrush from there.
I mean, actually, the dentist office makes the most sense though, AG.
So they get
So
that
they come
return
back.
business.
Yeah, you got to get that comeback, baby. Like, can't be out here curing you forever. What type
But
of
yeah,
business
man.
model is that, AG?
I'm just saying, I just got a tongue lashing because I got a cavity and you gonna offer me a lollipop? What the fuck?
hey, you did
Man, you take that lollipop and you enjoy it.
the dentist don't give a fuck about your mom yelling at you. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
this is from the hygienist, man.
I mean, they gotta fake it. What they supposed to be like? Hey, good job. You gave us a little bit more work today.
That's right. Get to charge that insurance,
3
son.
root
Oh, my
canals,
goodness.
bitch. Yeah.
We coming for the wisdom tooth next time.
Oh, they did. They came for him. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Only thing I know the dentist used to always be like is like, hey, you're a prime candidate for braces. And I'd be like, you ain't even looked in my mouth yet. Yeah, but kid, everybody can get braces. Like we just like giving everybody braces.
Braces free over here, baby.
I mean, I probably should have got braces because my teeth have always been crooked. But like,
They are?
oh yeah. But hey, man, these teeth been crooked forever, man. So we good. I ain't
Hey,
about
man.
to, what I need braces for at this point in time. Like these crooked teeth have done just fine.
I believe so.
Yeah, man, I got my little gap so I can sing and stuff. But
As long as they can saw through food, I'm good.
yeah, exactly.
Saw through
yeah,
it, grind
man.
it, whatever.
Yeah, man, little kid, you get a little smiley. They give you the 3-prong shot on your arm, and then they put it'll be the eyes and the nose, and they put a smiley face, a circle on that joint, man.
I
And
don't
I'm just
remember
like,
getting none of that.
I never got that.
I just
What kind
remember
of
getting
doctor's tooth is
I just remember getting a little band-aid. I did or a little I would get the smiley face band-aid. I do know what you're talking about there, but you talking about doing designs and shit. Like I
yeah,
ain't getting none of that. Like
bro, I was getting a tat, son. I was getting a tat every time I went to the doctor.
tell you
Like,
what, you didn't go to Cosby's doctor office because
that's what I was thinking that same thing.
no, he doesn't like my equipment. So, but
You don't
yeah,
know that.
man, you know. So, nah, man, because I've heard like a lot of black dudes just don't go to the hospital. They go late, and I've been binging SWAT for the last like week now, and there was an episode where my man's dad didn't want to go. He was coughing up blood, man. He didn't want to go to the hospital.
Well, see, that's the thing I'm talking about. Like, if you go to the back, there's a certain person in my mind. I don't even mention their names, but when you go to the bathroom and you have rectal bleeding and you still don't go, that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Like, bro, you no matter what it is, you already know it's bad.
Yeah, you can't. You're not
You can
supposed to
only,
be bleeding out
you
your
can
butt.
only go up from where you are right now. You have to go. Because even if you're bleeding rectally, if you go soon enough, it ain't got to be a death sentence. But
Yeah.
a lot of people, again, that emotion, man, it's like, well, I know it's bad, but I'm good. No, you're not. The only time blood should be anywhere near toilet tissue paper is when you have got diarrhea, you've been wiping your ass all day. And it shouldn't be in your stool. So I'm like, but again, emotions are strong.
Yeah.
And they have to be considered. You just can't make a judgment on people and not consider that part. So, yeah, man, I hear what you're saying. It's just like, but I don't know, man. Your emotions are very strong. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna end this segment by famous words from Jazz the Autobot. Get your ass checked, turkey. Off Robot Chicken. It's the greatest
Robot chicken, man.
funny shit ever. Because when Optimus Prime died, he transformed into a coffin. I was weak because he didn't go to the doctor because he died of like rectal bleeding or something. It was crazy. It's so crazy. And Jazz pops up. Don't get your ass checked, turkey. And I was like, thanks for giving me a message that I'm going to laugh at. But
That joke is so funny if you've seen the episode.
yeah,
However, without the context of it, it's like, what are you talking about?
that's why I kind of had to explain the Optimus Prime part. I had to explain the Optimus Prime part. But yeah, man. So everybody, go to the doctor. Get your checkup. Checkups every 6 months. Just do it. If your insurance pays for it, great. If they don't pay for it, You got get Medicare, do something. I mean, just make sure you're on the planet for an extended period of time, or it's time for you to go. So, with that being said, AG, what's on your mind?
L. Duncan.
Ooh, this is new.
She said something that was really funny. That
She said something that only women can get away
absolutely.
with. Because
I'm so glad you said
if
that.
a guy would have made that statement,
Canceled.
oh my God, they would have
He got
escorted her
fired
off set.
before the podcast was over with. She said, "It's like, okay, I can't remember exactly, but basically she was saying,
They're talking about the WNBA All-Star
Right.
game. It's a
Right,
lot of
and it was
scoring, a lot of
defense.
points.
right, is this like defense out here is like a girl's trip to Cancun with no D?
Yeah, she said it's like a girl's trip to Cancun, no D.
Exactly." And I said, I rewound that back. No, I didn't rewind it, but I let it play about 5.
She did not say that lie.
She said that shit live.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
it, AG. So when you sent it to me, I was just like, bro, I almost sent that to you because I was just like, no, don't get me wrong. The shit is fucking funny.
Yes.
But
It was amazing what she said.
I was just like, if some dude would have said that on
Yeah.
ESPN, oh
He got
my
fired.
God.
He got
Oh
fired.
my God.
He would have got fired with the microphone in his hand. It
He
would've
got
been
fired and sued the
Instant.
same day.
But again, like Mo said, man, it's like only there are certain things that, and I agree with it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not mad. There are certain things only women can say, and that was one of them. And I was like, whoa.
It's like a girl's trip to Cancun.
No
There's
D.
no D.
Oh,
And her two partners were like, "What did you just say, bitch?"
Yeah, they knew. They was like, whoa.
Man. So again,
And they switched from it real quick too.
it didn't matter. Everybody heard it. It didn't matter.
hold on. Was it during the game?
No, it's like a halftime thing.
Yeah, it was halftime, bro. It was just they were
You
just
know
were
how
doing
they
halftime?
They talk about it, they break down
Yeah.
the first half of the game and whatever. That's when she said it. That's when she said it. And she said it with her whole chest. Real talk. I mean, it's on Instagram. You can see it.
Hey man,
girl's trip to
like
Cancun, baby.
No
I will
D.
give L Duncan credit, man.
That was savage.
She gives no F's.
Maybe that's why
She don't have to.
Yeah, she is like
She
protect
feel-
me or not.
She feels as comfortable
Oh.
as Don Lemon in 2018 on CNN. Because back in the day, Don Lemon was damn near untouchable on CNN. Like, but before MAGA was a thing, and all the people would like talk about CNN being so liberal. Oh man, Don Lemon would be getting wasted during New Year's parties and live.
And then,
Yeah, he
who
was
was it?
untouchable.
Andy
Andy Cohen, baby.
Andy
Yeah.
Cohen,
They had up there wasted.
Him and
Anson Cooper.
yeah.
Yeah, Anson had to cut back on that a couple years ago.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, come on, man. I mean, like I said before, that's them.
Oh my God,
But
she's
she doesn't
I gotta watch
have the
that.
gay community to fall back on. She's just a straight cis woman. Just said that right off the rip. I'm like, whoa. So, like I said, shouts to L. Duncan. I wasn't mad at you. I was shocked, but I wasn't mad at you. Anything
Well-
you can do to make the league better, do your
I'm
thing.
gonna be honest with you. It kind of surprised me, but it kind of don't, because during the, I guess, the regular time on Sports Center on Fridays, she's got her own little segment on Sports Center called "Taking the L," and she be saying some questionable things up there, and I'm just like,
But they're not questionable. It's just they're only questionable because you have a penis.
yeah.
They're not questionable for her to say because she's got the correct tools to get away with saying the stuff.
Yeah,
Not wrong,
she be
man.
funny
Like I
though,
said,
man.
like he said, it's like there's no way in the world a man that gets away with that, even though it's true. If that's the
Girl.
analogy,
It was a quality joke. Can we just acknowledge it's a quality fucking joke?
that's why I'm shouting her out.
A girl
That's why I'm
trip to
shouting her out, because
Cancun.
when I saw that,
No
I was
D.
like, that is freaking hilarious.
A girl's trip to Cancun. No,
No D.
D. Oh God,
No D.
that's so funny. That's so funny.
In fact, Girls Trip 2 coming out at some point. That's hilarious.
For what?
Because the first one was good.
Yeah, why mess up something good, man?
Hey man,
Because it's not gonna be as funny.
that money. Get that money. But anyway, L. Duncan, great joke. Savage.
She's savage for real. Yeah.
Great joke.
I mean, all the good things. I was, yeah.
She
But men, don't think that you're her. Don't think
Yeah.
that you're a female. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you can't say that
You can't say that.
unless you're in a safe space.
There is no safe space.
like here. You could be because we like who's the fuck's gonna cancel us? The 5 people that listen to us?
Yeah, is it 5 still? I thought it was like 4 or 3.
Yeah, I might be.
it's 2 right now. So
Anyway,
But-
so shouts to L. Duncan.
well,
That's
I mean, there's only like one dude who ever calls any women's basketball. So like, him and Rebecca Lobo, he's pretty good. But like, it's wow. Girls trip on Cancun. Oh God.
So fucking great.
Oh
Amazing.
God. And I know that her
It was executed flawlessly.
I was gonna say,
Great
I bet her
timing.
timing
Oh
was
yeah.
perfect.
Oh man. Because see, I didn't know if I lost any context because I just saw it on Instagram. So it was just like perfect.
Yep. She said no facial expression. Just threw it out there.
But what was priceless, what was even more priceless was how the other 2 women reacted. That was
Because you could tell they were just like, oh shit, you said
yeah,
it.
I know.
Aguma K, what's her name?
Yes.
Redbone.
The red bone. I thought L. Duncan was the red bone.
No.
She's
girl
the
used to
light
play
bright. She's the light bright.
Oh, okay,
There's a
got
light
it.
bright.
No, I understand the levels. Yes, I
Yeah,
do.
they tried to make sure all pigmentations of blackness were represented in the women's broadcast of WNBA.
Yeah, it's black, brown, Redbone. Because she used to play for
and then
Tennessee.
commentating by white, so that way they're just covered all across the spectrum.
Got it.
Yeah. So you can't come back and be like, yeah, I got no diversity. What my bad. We couldn't get Barney out here. The purple. Sorry. I gotta look at that because I know I'm gonna lose it when I see it. Cause she's money, man. She on a good day, like listen to when she's on Bomani Jones, man.
Oh yeah, her and Bomani Jones gold.
Oh God.
Gold.
She's money, bro. She's money. And yeah, she's money. All right. Thank you, AG.
Yes,
MOB, what's on your mind?
Well, I just want to piggyback off that because I did throw a Don Lemon reference out there. If you ever have a chance to like just listen to Don Lemon's own podcast, like I promise you, it is an entertaining listen. Not because Don Lemon is doing anything other than Don Lemon newscaster thing, but I do appreciate the amount of freedom that Don Lemon has now that he ain't tied to any network.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening the other day, and I think after the Epstein shit came out, where they're not going to do it, he was just talking about all the people who've been flip flopping on their Epstein views, and he said, with no hesitation, with no laughter, with no pause, he named somebody and he said he's been a consummate Trump dick rider from day one. And I was just like, oh shit, we out here saying dick rider time? Dick rider down on this bitch. Like,
That's funny. That's funny on so many levels.
and then he said it once, and I was just like, all right, now I'm invested in what you're talking about. And then he said it again. He was like, there's a whole list of Donald Trump dick riders. And I was just like, I wish this Don Lemon could have been on CNN.
Bro.
I mean, that was the first time I heard shit show on public TV. So
yeah.
Could have said that.
I mean, so but what's on my mind also relates to the WNBA, but it's not about them not having no D, or it's the
lack thereof.
It's the WNBA protest that was happening during the All-Star game, where all of them come out with T-shirts that say "Pay us what you owe us." I feel like their messaging is very wrong. If the T-shirts would have just said "Pay us," I would have been all with them. I wouldn't have. No qualms. Pay us what you owe us is such an entitled fucking statement. You have been a league for almost 30 years. losing money. The NBA has literally lost money every year funding your organization. And now, because you got the most popularity you've ever had, it's pay us what you owe us. How about you just want to get paid? Like, pay us. Pay us, well deserved. What you owe us, bitch, you in debt. You 30 years in debt. Now, this is not an anti WNBA thing. And this is anti messaging. Like, sometimes your message matters. Not even the messenger, because you're the right messengers. It's the wrong message. Just say pay us, not what you owe us. Because who is the us you're talking about? The league that's been funding your organization at a loss for 30 years? They owe you? Are you talking about the fans who have given you the most popularity that you've had as an organization now? They owe you? Like, who is the OU that you're talking about? Like, who is the onus? who owes you? Now, once again, I know it's going to get tagged as I'm bashing. I'm not bashing them, because we've talked up here plenty of times about how whoever's negotiating the WNBA's like TV contract and all that, those people have done a terrible job. And right now, like, the iron is hot. This is the hottest their league is going to be. They need it's the highest their league has been. So this is the time when they have the power to really organize and try to fund their league better. But when I saw pay us what you owe us, I just was like, wait, what is happening? When did we become part of the we owe you? I don't like giving big corporations passes. But if ever a company has earned some good faith, it should be the NBA and funding a league for 30 years that loses money every single year. Not just a couple years, not they broke even sometimes. They had a really good year back in 2010, but 2013 dipped off a little bit, but 2015 they came back strong. No, the bitch has always been losing money. 30 years of losing money. And now your popularity is hot. You've got a couple of really big personalities in WNBA. You've got fanfare that you've never had. College women's basketball is bigger than it's ever been. And now you're going to look at the NBA and say, you owe us? I am too petty to have that type of money. I have told you before on this show many a times. But if I was the NBA and I saw a whole bunch of people who I've been funding for 30 years at a loss talking about pay us what you owe us, league shut down.
Wait a minute, you gonna shut down the whole league?
League shut down.
Is this you driving backwards through Wendy's drive-through?
Exactly, because I'm like, hey, y'all can have a league, but you can't have NBA attached to it. Y'all can be a women's basketball association, but you can't be the you can't be the NBA. You can't be the WNBA when the NBA has been losing money off the W. Like, we ain't taking no wins in this 30-year history. It should be the LBA. Like the LNBA. Like, just
You're not wrong. I mean, I'm with you, Moby, man. When I saw that,
it was just horrible messaging because I'm like, yo, and the reason I'm so, like, I guess, hard on the messaging is because if somebody like me, who objectively does think they're not getting paid enough, that they haven't done enough to monetize their value right now, if I looked at that message and felt that way, I know there's going to be some sexist, stupid motherfucker that just hates women that's going to use this as a reason to just be like, This is why their fucking league sucks. These blah 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 derogatory women terms, need to just go away. They're gonna weaponize this bad message. Where if you just said, "Pay us," the message it'd been a lot harder to skew that. But when you throw the OS part, now you're turning the NBA, the league that has funded you, into your enemy when they are not your enemy. Your own organization is the enemy. And in many ways, women have been your enemy because, if women flock to your league the way women flock to the NBA's league, because a lot of people you see in NBA stands are women, a lot of NBA fans, women, and a lot of these same NBA fans probably can't name 5 WNBA players. But they want these women to get paid, and that's cool. I can't name a ton of WNBA players, but I want them to get paid. But just to say, pay us what you owe us, get better marketing, man. Like that's the reason y'all not getting money, because whoever is doing y'all's marketing and organizing y'all's messages has been doing y'all a disservice. That's what's on my mind, man. I want them to do better. I need them to whoever's idea it was to throw the OS up there. Don't let that bitch talk no more. Say we love your spirit, we love your heart. We just need you to support from the background. Like, we don't need you talking no more. And don't get me wrong, we all got that friend that's got a lot of heart, but you just be like, hey, I don't need you being the spokesman right now. Like, I love you because I know you down and you're gonna ride for the team, but this ain't your role. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know your role, and this ain't it.
Oh my God. Awesome. Thank you. And I'm gonna finish piggybacking on that too, because surprisingly, I was gonna talk about some of that stuff. Here's my thing. This is what I don't understand. The two people who created Unraveled, basketball 3-on-3 league that did very well for itself in the off season. Very well, financially, everything. It did very well. Those two are the president, vice president of the WNPA, whatever it is.
Yeah, like the Players Union.
They're smart enough to put a league together and do all the sponsorships and stuff like that. But they're not smart enough to sit in a room with people to get a new CBA.
I'd say that's a bad phrase to say they're not smart enough. They're working on the CBA, and maybe they haven't had access and as much opportunity and time. These things don't just happen in 5 minutes.
Correct. But I guess what I'm saying is yes, I agree with you, Moby. That messaging was terrible. Like, I literally looked at it and I was like, you know what? I can't. I turned from the All-Star because I couldn't do it. I literally couldn't do it because I was just like, that's stupid. And then on top of that, it's like, I get it, man. Everybody's upset. But when is the temperature going to be turned down? It's almost like they keep turning the temperature up because they want people to feel bad for them. And I'm going to sit here and tell you that I want you to get paid too, but I'm not going to sit here and feel bad for you. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to sit here and feel bad for you. Because, I truly feel like their issue is with marketing. Their issue is with those people making contracts. If you really want to make some moves in this, you might need to clear the whole slate.
Well, honestly, I think also it's perspective because, like, how old is the NBA?
Oh Jesus,
It's almost 100 years old.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So your league is 30 years old. Like players in the 60s and the 50s weren't rich in
Not at
NBA.
all.
Like your league has to grow in popularity. Like comparison is the theft of all joy. That is a very famous quote. And I think right now the WNBA and women are looking at the NBA and how, oh man, they're getting paid all of this money now. We should be getting that too. But the players from the 60s and the 70s laid the foundation. 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s laid the foundation for these guys to be getting paid this much money. You're 30 years in. You're like 40, 50 years timeline away, like behind
Yeah.
where this league is. So you shouldn't be comparing yourself to a league. That's like me getting mad at a 6-year-old for losing on a pickup basketball game to a 24-year-old. It's like, yeah, you probably should take that L. I would think worse of the 24-year-old for losing to you.
True. And that's the thing, right? Like, you know, I think they're in a renaissance right now, in which college basketball, like all this is buoyed. Honestly, if we're gonna be real, all this is buoyed by college basketball and how women's college basketball has gotten super popular over the last 4 to 5 years. You know, not just based on one person or two people, just super popular. It just has. Ever since the incident when the NCAA, when the woman showed their workout room and they had like
Comparison
6
to guys.
dumbbells.
Yep.
Ever since that, which is about 4 or 5 years ago, women's basketball has flourished. Very much so. And here's the thing. I know they're two different things, but the NCAA found a way to capitalize on this. My question is, why hasn't the WNBA found a way to capitalize on this? Now, part of it, honestly, is going to be, in order for you to get to a point where, you can be marketable, is you must have people who are marketable. That's just what it is. Now, I think they got some people who are very marketable. Quite a few. Now they're expanding, 28, 29, 30. Me, I think that's too slow. Hey, but I ain't running shit. Like, I think that's way too slow. Like, the fact that the Valkyries this year, 2025, we got to wait another 3 years for you to get another team? Like, what does Seattle got to do? Oh, Seattle has a team. Like Oklahoma City. They got an arena. Like, what we doing?
Well, Ruben, you're asking for expansion for a league that loses money.
Well, but that's what I'm saying.
So,
right?
so it's like expansion can't happen quick when you're losing money.
Yeah. Well, I guess, but what I'm saying is, like, I feel like someone needs to be questioning, and what we've talked about before. Whoever's running the marketing department needs to be fired. Do you necessarily? I don't know if it's a man or a woman. I don't really care, but they're not doing a good job. Because look, it's great that you're on a whole bunch of different networks, like ESPN, some ABC. You're on NBA TV. You're on Ion that nobody ever watches. Like, what are we doing? Like, I'm just saying, I think they got to fix the internal before they can expect the external to work. Now, with this new CBA, I hope that helps with some of that. But, honestly, I'm going to just say it, 5 months out the year, and then you can go play basketball overseas if you want. Completely up to you. And some of them make just as much money as me in 5 months. once again, I feel you, but I'm not gonna feel sorry for you.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that argument when you say
I know.
some of them make as much as I make a year and 5 months. Because no offense or disrespect to you,
Yeah,
you're not the top 1% of what you do.
correct.
You're
Not at all.
not the top 1% of what you do.
Nothing personal, Ruben, but
No, it's not. But
and
it's
you
not
say that he
personal.
can suck.
But no, it's not personal. But what I'm saying is, you know, they also. I mean, just like everybody else who works the same job for a year, there are other ways for them to make money too, other than their craft. Just like my craft, there are other ways I can go make money on the side and stuff like that too. And I'm not trying to demean them by any means
So
because
how much time do you think they have to spend working on their craft to be the top 1% of what they do? And with all this other free time that they have to get another career? Like, I'm just curious.
but a lot of them play overseas, and I know a lot of them don't want to go play overseas because it takes away from their family and stuff like that. So I get it. So that's one of the reasons why they got unraveled. I don't think that's going to grow anytime soon, but it may. Who knows? I think last year they had like 8 teams, and they had like 5 per team or something. So I mean, there's that. All I'm saying is, it's like, yeah, man. I'm looking at it from the very non um. I guess my thing is, I feel like they want to pull our heartstrings. However, as you just said, they're at the top 1% of their thing. I ain't there, so it's kind of
Well,
hard for me.
I think they're
You
just
know,
not going to be able to pull people's heartstrings because the heartstrings they have to pull are the heartstrings of the people paying them, and money don't give a fuck about your feelings.
exactly.
Like,
So,
just
so that's what makes, to me, like you said, if they left just pay us or whatever. The other part is almost like you ain't been. Hey man, we ain't been taking care of y'all ever. Like, you know, hey, you good. I mean, you good when we have sex, but when you do this, I just lose it.
comparison is the theft of all joy,
Yeah,
and unfortunately, this is women. A lot of women, and I'll say people in general, a lot of people have turned this into a women and men equal treatment thing. Like, and this is two different things. Like, this isn't about women not justly getting paid for the same job, because they don't do the same job.
not at all.
They don't fill up the arenas the same way. They don't play as many games. They don't make the league as much money. And you can't want equal pay without equal work and results, because they don't work as much. And I just mean purely from a game standpoint. They don't play as many games. They don't bring in as much revenue. And you can say, and they can go, well, nobody's marketing us and they're not pushing us. The NBA has literally been marketing you for 30 years for free. And what I mean by free is, like, they ain't made no money off of doing it. So they literally are just throwing money at you because they want your league to be profitable, but it ain't. Like, let's not try to compare it. Well, there's no way that Steph should make this much money and then Caitlin Clark only makes this much money. That's a stupid fucking comparison. Because what Steph does financially for organization in the city is way more than what even Caitlin does, because y'all haven't monetized it correctly. Now, when y'all negotiate a new TV deal, when the league becomes more profitable, y'all can be more equitable. But right now, I can't say you should be getting paid millions of dollars when you're not bringing any money. Where's this money coming from?
Yeah,
That's my only thing. It's just like, look, man, I want you to get paid too. I just want to know where the money's going to come from. Like, basically, y'all are trying to sell me the equivalent of a big beautiful bill. You're trying to tell me that if I pay you all of this money, that it's going to make everybody's lives better, when I'm going to be like, no, I'm just going to be losing more money so you can feel better about where you are.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but I can't. My simple man logical brain can't allow me to process it any differently. Forgive me, ladies.
I mean, you're not wrong, man. But when it's all said and done, it's all about economics. You know, you can only pay people. You can only pay people based on what you bring in, and the fact that people have been getting paid, and the NBA still has to front however many $1 million because they lost it. I mean, look, man, trust me. I think it's a fair statement that all three of us want the WNBA to be paid, be happy, be better. I don't think this is just a way to go around it. And then for sometimes for people to not use simple math, that is what bothers me. What do you say? Can't get blood from a stone? I mean, and that's what they want. And it's just like, hey man, sometimes you gotta go work for it. The NBA didn't start making money until they start showing games live on TV. Because remember, back in the day, those were on tape delays. You know, I mean, and really,
the argument between the Women's Players Association and the NBA, because I imagine that's who the OS is. I mean, it's all psychological. It's all psychological. Like the representation for the women who expect them to get paid the same exact amount as these NBA players, they're psycho. And the NBA who has to fund it, they're logical. So it's all psychological. It's all psychological right now. That's just what's happening right now. And I don't know who's gonna win. My guess is the money's gonna win. It just is. Like, no matter how much the WNBA tries to make themselves a sympathetic figure, because I think they are a sympathetic figure in many ways, because I do think monetarily they're being used inequitable. Like they're worth more than they're getting paid.
yes.
They just ain't found a good way to monetize it yet.
Well, and also, I don't think. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll say it. Like, I don't think when the last CBA was done, they didn't have
They didn't have this popularity.
the popularity in the people.
Yeah. This is the most juice they've ever had, and they need to use it. I just don't think the pay us what you owe us was the message that accomplishes that.
And here's the thing: that juice is only gonna get better because the bigger the NCAA women's basketball gets, the bigger the WNBA should get. But the problem is, you select 36 people, and you only keep like 15 because the rest of them can't make the team because they ain't got enough spots. You know, and I get it. You want to add more spots to the team. Where that money gonna come from? Like, when it's all said and done, it's all about, hey, we need to work on ways to increasing the bottom line for us. And that's what they should be working on with the WNBA people. Or the market people just suck. They just need to be replaced. Because I'm with you, Moby. I mean, they're kind of getting dirtballed right now as far as like their worth. Because they're worth way more than they should be. That they're getting. So they need to fix that. So, with that being said, like thank Moby, like thank AG. Another brand new episode of 5 Minute Warning tonight. Please, 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 if you didn't check us out live, please listen to us on Spotify. Please listen to us on Apple Podcasts. Please listen to us on YouTube. Please hit like. Just give us a nice little message saying that you love the show and all that beautiful stuff. Also, we're here every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, until we feel like getting out of here. You know, tell an enemy, tell a friend, just tell somebody about us. Hey, man, we're here doing this joint every Sunday. We're doing it for us, but we also doing it for you. Once again, thank you for listening. Thank you to everybody. And check us out. Tell your friends. And don't forget to like and subscribe to us because it's awesome. And with that being said, as we always do, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW Podcast, at Nugman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Nugman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5 Minute Warning.